like to welcome everybody tonight to the Mentoring for Mentors. It's week 6. Can you believe it? We're halfway. Pretty amazing. So tonight, well, you know, always be in a good mood when you're talking with your mentees. Always greet them with a smile on your face and make sure that they know you love what you're doing. And I do. I love what I'm doing. So, Mentoring Mentors, week 6, making appointments. Now, why is a whole lecture on just making appointments? Number one, it's the most important thing you do, because in order to get mentees, you got to make appointments. And you need to know your schedule. So you need to know the organization of your day and when you have time to have mentees. Know when you're available to do the mentoring. Group mentoring, plan 2 hours. So, you know, I actually take more than 2 hours because I'm making these lessons as I go. And so, know when you're available to do the mentoring, but the group mentoring, plan on at least 2 hours for an hour mentoring. Now, I prep for about an hour and a half, and then I go through what I'm going to tell you guys, because, you know, you want to practice and make sure you're solid on what you're saying and doing. And then the single mentoring, plan on about an hour and a half, so about 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after. If you're new, you know, kind of go through what you're going to say to them and help them bring out what they want out of them, because we are helping them reach their goals. And so learn how to kind of ask questions that'll bring out the answers in them. And have your schedule with you so that you can make an appointment right in that time. Now today, you know, I use Google Calendar. It's just easy. I've done it for years. But today I downloaded Square Appointments, and the Square Appointments actually allows you to even charge. So you can get Square Appointments and get the program, Square Trade or whatever, have it on your phone. You can make appointments through the Square Appointments and actually charge the people right there on the spot, which is pretty cool. So I kind of experimented a little bit with that today. So making appointments, make sure you have your flyer or handout with you. How many of you made a handout? Anybody? I think I sent my handout to everybody, and so you can use that. Put your picture and put your name, put your information in there, and have that flyer ready to hand to people, describing you, your mentoring program, how much you charge, all that. Make clear your prices and put them on your flyer. If they purchase 6 or more, you know, you can give them a break, you know, of one free mentoring, or, you know, give them a break on the cost. Have them sign up and sign and date the disclosure agreement. So you need to take your disclosure agreements with you when you're signing up people for mentoring, and have them read it, sign it, date the disclosure agreement, get their phone number and email so you can send them reminders. Now, you know, a lot of businesses, they're sending people a text even. So you can send people texts to their cell phone. So get their cell phone number, because they usually carry that with them. Now, making the appointments, get to know what their goals are and help them know what to expect from you. Now, this was one of the first things we did as a mentoring program. We had this action steps kind of thing. And A, this is where they're at. B, this is where they want to be. And these have been studied over and over again by different mentors of important things that people need in their life. They need to honor their self, and so you ask them, what are you doing in your current situation to honor yourself? And they'll tell you, well, you tell them to write them down. Care of the body, what are they doing currently to take good care of their body? Relationships, what are they doing with their relationships to make their relationships better? Food, what is their diet? What kind of food diet do they have, and what are they doing to improve their diet? Time is what life's made out of, so you can't squander it, but a lot of people squander their time. And you ask them, how do you feel about your relationship with time? Do you have enough time in a day, or are you having things that aren't getting done? And so find out their time and their relationship to it. Ask them what they're spiritually doing. A lot of people don't, they think of spiritual as a religion rather than as something that's going to move them forward. But spiritual, where they're at spiritually. And some people will say, well, I'm agnostic, or I don't believe in anything, but find out what kind of contribution are they doing for the world, or even if they want to make a contribution to the world, or if they're recycling, whatever. Find out how they feel about their place on our planet. And then number 8, money. Money is an important thing in that it is one of those things that we can do what we want to do. And a lot of us don't have very good relationship with money. And so we have a really rough time. Okay, good. We've got everybody muted. Now, then, once they filled out this part, you go to B, or the goal where they want to be, and you go through, okay, so you're not really honoring yourself very much. Where do you want to be? How do you want to honor yourself? Where do you want to be? And so their body, they're overweight, or they're having troubles. Where do they want to be? Relationships, where the relationship is at currently, where they want it to be. Their food and the relationship with food, and then get where they want to be, and so forth, until you get all 8 of those categories. This gives you a lot of information about where people are at in their life and where they want to be. Then once you find out where they want to be, you ask them, well, what's your 5 things you're doing right now that's stopping you from reaching your goals or where you want to be? And you have them list them, and then have them tell you what they are. Then you'd have action steps, and we're going to have a whole lecture on the action steps. But you literally give them 5. You help draw out of them 5 ways they can move forward in their life. Now, mentoring business, you got to make appointments. That's how you do your job. And so carry your information with you in your car. Carry your flyers, business cards, disclosure agreement, and sign-up sheet. Have an appointment calendar or app on your phone with you so that you know when you're available and you can make the appointment with them together. Okay, be positive, joyful, and happy. Nobody wants to be around people who aren't happy and joyful. So be happy in your own life and be happy when you meet them. Just exude confidence. Very important. Have the confidence by practicing. And, help yourself know what you're going to say and what you're going to do. It's kind of like I said last week. We see people all the time. You say, how you doing? All good. And then you just move on, But you can say to people, I'm doing this new mentoring program. And I love it, and it will help not only me reach all my goals, but I can help others reach their goals. And I would love to have you sign up. I'll even do a free mentoring on you, and you could do that previous slide with them. Get that information so you kind of know where they're wanting to go, and you know what their stoppers are. You know what they want to do to help themselves. A very good way to start out, and have the confidence by signing them up. Just say, hey, look, I'd love to sign you up, and my first one will be free. When do you have available? So give them that information so that they get excited too. Excitement is contagious. And so try to get yourself excited so that the people around you will get excited. Today I did a mentoring on a man, and he was having doubts come into his mind and different things. And that doubt was spreading, and he's actually does things for people, and people were calling him up, doubting that he could do it, and it was coming from him. So we've got to be careful where our thoughts are. We need to keep our thoughts positive and aware of where we're at, because it goes out and it hits people. So if you're happy, joyful, positive, it'll hit people, and they'll want to know what you're doing, because whenever you're like that, it makes people curious. They're like, oh, why are they so happy? So get the information and payment up front if you can. Now, most of the time, just let them know I'll be doing a free mentoring, but this is my charges, and hand them your flyer and let them know, I'll do 6 for $100 or 6 for $200, whatever your fees are. And keep your antenna broadcasting happy thoughts for clients. Whenever my business has been slow, I start broadcasting. It's the most interesting thing, and people will show up. They'll come in. And so this antenna here of your own mind and your love broadcasts information out. It becomes like a magnet and makes it so that people will be attracted to you just like a magnet. And so keep your antenna working. Okay, I guess that didn't change the thing. I'm not on the right thing there. Okay, so meet people and start a conversation. Tell them, I'm a mentor starting up a mentoring business. Many people are stuck and would like a mentor or someone to help them move forward. And you can mention that to them. I've had this guy teach me how to be a mentor, and man, I've been able to even move myself forward in my life. And so I would like to show you how this is done, and I'd love to mentor you, and I'll give you your first one for free. Now, when would you like to meet? I'm available, and you get your calendar out and show them when you're available. Start out by offering a free session. Find out their goals or desires. People love to talk about their dreams and aspirations, but a lot of people can't reach them, so they get so discouraged. It's kind of hard for them to even talk about them, but they would love to have these things happen in their life. So it's important for us to be positive and let them know we're here to help you get what you want. Okay. Oh, that didn't move forward for some reason. There we go. Okay. Now you can go to different businesses and offer them mentoring programs, group mentoring programs, and have your prices ready. Usually with group mentoring, it's $20 per person. So if you go to a business, they've got 20 employees, charge $400 for a mentoring session, and let them know you're going to help them reach their goals, make their employees more happy. You know that when they did a study on businesses, they found that money was the 7th thing down the list. If they're happy at their business, if they're moving forward in their life and their business, those 2 things are the top things for an employee. And so you're going to help them be happier and get more of what they want. And a lot of people, like I said, they don't know. They don't know until you go through with them and help them see what they want. And then you offer in the group even that you'll help them attain their goals. And so, you know, with the group mentoring, you could do 8 categories, those 8 different things, and give them a lecture and help them see how they can move forward in those 8 areas of their life. Geez, if you're charging $400 for 10 employees or 20 employees, and you do 8 sessions, you know, you're making thousands of dollars. And this is a way St. Germaine wants us to have abundance. He says we need mentors on the planet. And you guys are the ones who heard the call. And so I'm grateful that you're here with me tonight learning this. Okay, be ready to serve. The money will come. It's not about the money. It's about the service. The money will come, and you just have to be upfront with what you charge. And so you could do the first session even in a business setting for free, and then offer them ways in which they can enhance their life. And let me tell you, as a business owner, I love teaching my employees and helping them move forward in their lives because they're happier and they stay employed with me longer because they know I'm going to help them get what they want. And so I know these things about my employees even. Okay, so we can help others achieve their goals. We learn ourselves about humans by mentoring, and we can serve the people around us and our communities. You know, I've never, even as a medical doctor, I was not as happy as I am now doing mentoring. Mentoring is the most amazing thing. You know, as a medical doctor, I can help their physical bodies, but more than that, you can't do much. But as a mentor, you can help them move forward in those important aspects of their life. We can serve the people around us and our communities. Mentors work with the ascended masters, the higher beings of light and love and angels. And you know, that's what I teach people. I teach people how to get in contact with the higher beings of divine light and love and communicate with them and be able to download what they need to know so that you can help people. It's very good. For the world to change, I need to change. For the world to get better, I need to get better. And I know this. Making appointments. Be bold. Tell others what you want to do. Invite them to participate. Make them an offer they can't refuse. I'll do it for free. Use your creativity. There is nobody exactly like you. Those you make contact with are there for a reason. So be kind and loving, but also professional. Now, once your appointment is made, send a welcome letter out with a confirmation of the date. Send a reminder. If it's more than a week away, send them a couple of reminders. Send a reminder the morning of, and if you're using Zoom or Skype, send them the information so they can get on. Be prompt, be on time, test all the equipment before your appointment, and that way you know it's working. Now we're going to go into the question and answer period. I'm going to unmute everybody. So, okay. How come that's not unmuting? Okay. You may have to unmute yourselves.